Welcome to the Bull House. There's lots of bronze statues in here. What are you saying about? What are you saying? She's looking at the bronze statue. Alright, I already looked at that, Elizabeth, but thank you for drawing my attention to it if I hadn't have. We are going to the Columbia Authority. It has the symbol.
Hey, don't point that at me.
Of the KKK peoples. Don't know if you noticed that, Tom. I think that chest we found the keys for might be in here.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Well, now I am tantalized.
Then I've done my job well. Daisy Fitzroy has been spotted terrorizing the good people of Columbia. I know. What have they done to deserve
Daisy Fitzroy.
The terrorist that is Daisy Fitzroy? Tom, there's a piece of cover there. I would suggest placing that cover and basically using it for this entire segment.
Camper, DFC.
Yep. Whatever that means, sure.
It means dirty fucking camper.
Oh, well then yeah, sure, why not? I'm a dirty fucking camper.
It's mostly used for
problem with
multiplayer
that.
games. I support being a DFC against the AIs. The robots.
Come at me, brah. Now the reason I'm placing down these fire traps is not for our regular enemies. Those guys are okay. You know, they're not the hardest thing in the world to beat. This is the problem, Tom.
Oh my word, he is so behind you.
I didn't really remember him being there. What can I do?
Still looking.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Hi, Patriot.
I have salt.
Nice.
Thank you, girl. Took him down.
Salty.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that
You
the
have
fire...
a ghost crank gun. Go, go, go! Find somebody to kill.
That is fantastic. Oh,
Aww.
it died. Oh well. Like I said, not really a fan of the ghost weapons. It doesn't seem to help me out a whole lot.
Yeah, that did not last very long. You could change that gear if you wanted.
I think I might do that, Tom. I appreciate your permission. Now
Liked
we're
it.
going to, I believe, go back to the Skyline 100% fiery damage thing. Just,
you don't want the melee strike range 3 times as big?
I don't need it. That's the thing.
Okay.
Not all the time. It's not as frequently useful. There might be an occasion where I'll equip it when I do want to use that, but most of the time, enemies are close enough that you don't need to equip that. So there's definitely a spot in the future where I will use that, but it is not now.
Right on.
You won't escape.
Me? I won't escape? Okay. I guess I'll just stay where I am then, since I can't escape. No escaping for me, Tom.
You're not really trying to escape. You're more so trying to kill every single last one of them and then go past them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I doing okay? Am I doing a good job?
I feel like you had one shot that wasn't a headshot. I'm
ruined-
unsubscribing personally.
Just ruined my lucky streak. Damn. So, now you don't have to come upstairs whatsoever. You actually want to go downstairs to continue. Well, upstairs is this magical beauty.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big chest.
And it's got an infusion in it,
Yeah.
giving us more salts.
Perfect.
Are we
That's
as
how we
salty
do.
as we can be now?
Nope, we have one more to go.
All right.
There's the job and there's life. They pay me to hate the goddamn Vox, and I take their money, but what's the harm of having a drink with Fitzroy's people? Face to face at the graveyard shift while they're They're just folk. Well, I guess I fell into the goddamn bottle because I stumbled back without the evidence locker key. If Schmidt finds out, well, there'll be hell to pay.
So that evidence locker key is the key that we grabbed at the bar, which allowed us to unlock that. What are you looking at, Elizabeth? She's just staring at linen.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
On the PC version, the linen would be absolutely gorgeous, as intricate as any linen ever woven by a real human being.
Oh, this crappy Xbox graphics, jeez.
They're not bad. The game's still gorgeous, as you can see.
It does. It still looks really good. Okay, so this is just a shower room. We can't take a shower, but I mean, I guess you could imagine Booker taking a shower if you'd like to.
Yep.
And yeah, there's nothing really interesting in that room.
Do you remember the clown at the beginning that's juggling in the carnival area?
Yeah.
I just like stared at him for about a minute in my personal playthrough on PC because he just looks so real.
I will eventually get this game for PC, but I'm just so busy. I don't got the time. Tons of carbines in here, Tom.
Wow, this is
See,
Raymond Heaven.
This is my room. I'm gonna just set up shop here. I think that's an RPG right there. Yeah, this is my room. I'm gonna live here now. And Tom, it is time. Our salts are 100% upgraded.
We're salty and we know it.
All right.
Oh, that seems good.
The Hill Runner's hat.
What are our other
Shield
hats?
breaking
Or what hat do we have
increases-
equipped?
Increases movement speed. So this is just so that when our shield is broken, we move faster for 5 seconds. Right now we have the Storm Hat, which gives Devil's Kiss, Shock Jockey, and Bunking Bracco more effects to nearby enemies. It chains the effects to enemies. I'm gonna keep using the Storm, Tom.
The Storm is very, very good. I mean,
Yeah.
it all depends on your playstyle. So, like, my personal... Like, Raymond is really heavy on these vigors, right? When
I
I'm
am.
playing this game, I actually have a setup where if I overkill someone, it shocks everyone around them. And so I actually use this to go and just run into melee range and just chain melee people to death. So for me, it's like, if my shields are down, I want to either run in and get out of there, or run out to get out of there, or run in and get closer to melee range and just kill everyone around me super fast. So I would really like that hat.
Well, Tom, you'll have to steal it from me.
Indeed.
They argued something fierce at night, Lady Comstock and the Prophet. Could never make out what it was about from my bunk, though. After the worst, I seen she ain't left for morning prayer. So I crept upstairs to check in on her. And like a fool, I lingered. Scullery maid was what they called me when I walked into Comstock House. Murderer was what they shouted when I ran out.
And I do in fact have footage of that
Now we just
personal
have to get them
playthrough.
back to the Vox, and then we get our airship.
We found the tools.
Ooh.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna move that.
I suspect Elizabeth has something to do with that.
Whatever, I'm sure Booker can drive a forklift.
Right. Elizabeth,
That won't take but a minute.
He's an all-around handyman.
Indeed.
All done.
Aw, snap. She's got them lock-picking skills.
Hoping that getting guns for the Vox Populi.
it's gonna help us.
Daisy can make a change, can't she? Things better for the people here.
Sure.
It's not really something that we can say at this point. I mean, how do we know she is actually in it for the people? You know?
Yeah,
What if...
that's the thing
what-
with revolutionaries, is that too often they end up leading a revolution, quote, for the people, unquote, and then they're like, oh, well, I guess I just won a revolution. I guess that makes me the boss now.
Right.
And
But
who
we don't
knows if
know.
they're a good leader? Being a good revolutionary is almost the exact opposite skill set of being a good leader.
The founders will bleed, Tom. They're gonna bleed. Blood.
Well, we sure as hell aren't gonna be able to carry all this back to the shop. God, we didn't think this all the way through.
We didn't think this all the way
What
through.
is that?
It looks like a tear to a Another version of this room that doesn't have any tools in it.
Well, if the tools aren't in there, then
Then they must be back
back at the shop.
Booker, if we go into this tear-up, I don't think there's any turning back. Are you sure you want to go now?
The game is giving us the option to give one more scrounge around, one more look at these cockroaches on the ground, which are just disgusting. I don't want to look at those anymore. What I do want to do is go into this room and steal all the money from that bag and take more ammo from my carbine. Look at the carbines, Tom. They're everywhere.
It's carbines growing on trees around here.
Ah, good lordy wordy. Alright, that's about it. So now I think we're ready to go into whatever world this is, Tom. Whatever exists here in this world is where we're gonna go. Are you ready?
Yeah. Complete.
Well, that did something.
Come on, let's head back to the gunsmith and finish our deal. I aim to be on that airship and well shut of this place for long.
Booker, if the Vox get their weapons, there's going to be a revolution just like Les Miserables. These people are gonna have better lives.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just like the stories of old. Now, the burst gun. I like this gun, Tom. It's not a carbine, and I like the gun.
Oh.
So that says something about it. I still like, of course, I still like the carbine better because it's a carbine. But I'm going to use the burst gun for a little while now. Nothing's changed too much. The body's still here, but you can hear the ruckus outside.
Yeah. I like the art style of the burst gun.
It's nice, yes. It's a very good-looking gun. Like it has its own aesthetic.
Mechanically, it's basically a battle rifle from Halo, right?
Yes, but it has its own distinctive look.
So weird. That's just...
We murdered them.
Oh God. Like it never was. How is it gone? I don't want to be a part of it. Once we get our airship, we'll be well shut of this place.
Don't touch that, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna ask Raymond, is this where we do that thing that critics do to bad first-person shooters, where we just walk through this area without firing a bullet?
This is a very, very large battle. Luckily for us, we now have people on our side.
Yeah.
So it's not us versus an entire army anymore. It's an army for us, with us.
Yeah, it's two armies fighting each other. And we're not even caught up in the middle. We're on the side of the box.
We are on the side of the box at the moment, yes.
Dang right.
Oh, you didn't like that, did ya? No, you
Yeah.
didn't.
I liked that.
Yeah, I bet you did, Tom. I bet you did.
I liked that so much I clicked the like button.
Oh, snap. What up, boo? I'm born into your skull, bitch. All right, now the Vox is on our side. Now, if you damage the Vox, if I were to say shoot this guy in the back of the head, his friends would become very angry at me, and then I would have to fight them as well.
Oh,
so
man.
Try to refrain from doing that. They're obviously a very large help when you're facing large numbers of enemies.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
For
Sometimes
sure.
it's not going to be avoided. You might shoot a rocket launcher or something, and someone's going to get cost in the AoE, but whatever. At that point, what can you do?
You Booker DeWitt, the hero of the Vox!
What the hell are they talking about?
Look at that poster. In this world, you're a hero.
I remember I led the Vox. Slate and I burned down the Hall of Heroes.
Booker, your nose. Bleeding.
Hard to think. Just two memories in the same place.
We're going to find Daisy Fitzroy.
And we're getting out of here on the First Lady. Let's go.
Whoa.
You can comment on this, Tom. Go ahead. Tell us what you're thinking.
Well, it's extremely interesting that we now have memories from something we didn't play through, right?
Yes. I would say that's at the very least very interesting.
We had seen the same thing happen to other people that we died that now remembered being dead.
Right.
It was he who spoke with one voice of the people. Now is the time to stand true to this cause. Now is the time for faith to fall. To the factory. Let the mighty be laid low. For the people. For Booker DeWitt and the true boys. We're going to the factory. And we're not just gonna burn it down. Only way to be sure is to pull it up from the roof.
So, the full revolution has started. We now have, like I said, full salts and a new infusion. We're going to keep upgrading our shield from now on, I believe.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan.
The revolution is here. It's begun. The Vox Populi are out in force in this world.
Yeah, this is crazy. So, I mean, Booker... I guess even if he has memories of this, he shouldn't take credit for it.
Hilarious!
He didn't actually start a revolution. He just traveled to a universe where he had already led a revolution. Is there another Booker DeWitt in this universe that did lead the revolution?
If you read the poster correctly, you'd see that it said Booker DeWitt, Martyr of the Vox Populi.
Oh, whoa, okay. We're dead.
Samuel, when the spells of anger come, I want you to play this recording and remember that I am the proudest woman in Columbia to have been your wife. They said your soul was choked by the fumes in that metal box, but this I do not believe.
Not someone capable of
And we shall
rational
meet
thought.
again on that
Not
eternal
someone
shore.
with their own dreams and
Both of us whole and smiling. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Daisy Fitzroy is interrupting that woman's voxophone, but the handyman that was on the street was her husband, and very sad that she is now dead because of the Vox Populi, and he is also dead because of them. So
Wars have casualties.
Now them founders, they want you focused on the wrong things. They want to keep you distracted, keep you from thinking about the real problem, the inequality, the bigotry, the inhumanity.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. As plans go, I'd seen worse, except this girl was already gone. Monument Island's a damn ghost town. It seems like they evacuated her when they heard I was here. An old friend told me Comstock spirited her off to that fortress of his. As a one-man job, this just went from betting on the river to drawing dead.
So in this world, Booker DeWitt never found Elizabeth. She wasn't there when he got to the tower. So he got sucked into this as a result.
Exactly. So, I mean, he probably did this actually to get Elizabeth. He's probably still just as self-serving as he has been in the story we've seen. It's just simply that in order to do what he needs to do to wipe away the debt, he had to lead this whole revolution on the way instead of just going up to a tower.
Exactly.
In this world, you're a martyr.
These folk need a better class of hero. When it comes down to it, the only difference between Comstock and Fitzroy is how you spell the name.
This poor guy. It's like the troll in Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, this character was introduced in God of War 3. I'm glad to see them make a return. In fact, in God of War 3...
Did you do this in God of War 3?
This basic premise, yeah. It was good to see it make a return. I'm glad that